Aquarius and everybody watching, there's a message here for you. If you're here, there's a message here for you. This is a general love reading for the month of September for the sign of Aquarius with me, AHN, your psychic tarot reader. When you come across that message that has brought you here, I want to encourage you to claim that for yourself. So take a nice deep breath and you say yes to it in your heart space. All right. So with love, we're going to see what is your challenge first. We're going to take a look at your challenge, draw your tarot, clarify the tarot, and then at the end we're going to end up with an oracle message and do a little bit of a recap as well. So be sure to stick out for the whole thing so you get all the messages that is going to serve your heart in abundantly positive ways. All right, so your challenge, Knight of Swords, Aquarius. It's very good to go for stuff, but be mindful that you don't go for a connection so much that you maybe almost become blind to certain things that, you know, it's best to not be overlooked. Another thing that's coming up for me is that also be mindful, Aquarius, that you don't, you know, sometimes in life we get so despondent with whatever's going on, especially with love, that we just say, you know what, I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to worry about all of that. I'm just going to do me. I'm just going to accept that this is it. Probably never going to happen for me. Sort of be careful of the mind there, because it seems like the mind can lead you a little bit astray when it comes, you know, to almost like sort of like the mentality, the mindset around love, you know. That mentality, that mindset might need a little bit of TLC, all right? Let's see what is the past influences that, you know, how does the past influence where you currently are? What is the impact of the past in relation to the current? So there is a very beautiful true love connection in the past, at least from your side. This is a space where you gave everything. You were willing to, when we speak about compromise and sacrifice and being there and whatever, this is you in the, you know, in the past, really showing up there for a person, a connection, 100%. You weren't 99.9% in, you were 101% in. Like, you were really, really into a space here. We're going to see how that is affecting the present, but you were really, really there for the big things and for the small things, okay? So it's a space where if maybe, you know, there's certain things you would be like, I'll never go for that. These are things that in this connection you are willing to accept. And let's see where that is led from where you currently are, because the challenge versus the sort of like the recent past, it's quite a jump, which makes me believe that there may have been some disappointment, some heartache, and almost some hardening of the heart. You know, it's almost like there's a shell around your heart that needs to sort of like be tapped open now. Good with yourself, but maybe not so good with being with another person yet, all right? I feel for some of you it was necessary to heal the self first, but there's still that other part that requires attention. Let's see, what is your strength in the moment right now when it comes to love? What is a direct message from the universe for you when it comes to love? It can work. You're at a space where love can really, really work. You're at a space where you can create something beautiful and can create something new with another person. But especially for those of you that are not with someone, or for those of you that are with someone and you think that it might be time to leave them, use your own discretion over there. But it might be a space where you can make things work, because it may seem like it's the other person, but it might be you. And also, if you're in a space where you'd like to have love and that connection is just not coming about for you, it might be because in the energy you are repelling it. So you may say that I'm ready, you may say that I want it, but in your mind there's still that little voice that says, be careful, remember what happened last time. Do you really want a repeat of the past? And it doesn't have to be a repeat of the past, because there's such incredible, profound healing that is taking place within you that there is no need to sort of doubt love, doubt yourself, doubt the connection that's coming your way. What do we have coming to you in this moment? Now, the creator of this deck specifies that you don't read cards in reverse, but if a card is going to pop out in reverse from any deck, I'm going to take it in reverse. So this card came out in reverse, and there is a fear of commitment here. There is a fear of trust, I feel. There's a fear of what if the past repeats itself. So you just want to sort of really pause for a moment, breathe, and get almost like to a moment of honesty with yourself. Maybe look in the mirror and speak to yourself and really get sort of like even with yourself. Are you really okay with, with continuing a connection? Are you really okay with giving love another chance? Because for some of you, there is a deep inner fear that says, and it could so easily seem like spiritual guidance or anything like that. The time isn't right now, which is saying to you, maybe just hold up a bit on love. And it can be in the sense of you're not saying no to love, but you're saying not just yet, not now. It doesn't suit me now, that sort of thing. All right. Let's see. What is some direct influence at the moment? What is influencing everything at the moment so strongly? And what are your choices and what are your options, within this very moment right now? Release and letting go. Also, there is a beautiful reminder here for you that there are new opportunities coming about in life for you all the time. New opportunities in love. There are new opportunities consistently being created for you in love. In actual fact, multiple possibilities in love are sort of like unfolding for you at the moment, and you can sort of pick and choose. You get the opportunity where you can actually pick and choose what sort of person you want to be with, what sort of connection you want to have in love, and then that perfect person can actually come your way. So again, it's life sort of taking a skew from you, all right, as with all things other. What is the potential for you going forward? Because just sticking a little bit where we are, there is that disappointment in the past, there is that heartbreak in the past, but it's almost like you can feel it in your bones that there's something new in love brewing. Might have come across someone that you might have made a connection with before, and your mind saying, oh no, remember what happened in the past, remember how this went the last time. But in the same way that you change, the person that you have been brought to again may have now changed as well. Because remember, you only come across people that you sort of like an energy alignment with. So if the same person comes back into your life again, it must mean that in one way or the other, on one level or the other, you have got a connection in energy that is drawing you to one another. All right. And going forward, end of difficulty, starting of a new cycle. All right. So some of you may finally let somebody go. Some of you might finally call it quits. And for some of you, it might be the end of challenges and really the start of the new beginning. All right. Let's clarify that recent past, that influence from the recent past. What is it that we have over there, please, for Aquarius? So you needed to make a new start for many of you. I feel that some of you, it's almost like you had a mind pattern that when there's love, you give all of yourself. It might have been going on for a while. It might have been influenced by unresolved traumas and pains in your own life. Maybe you were really hurt by somebody that you trusted. Could be in love, could be in a close relation. So you really needed to make that powerful new start, that powerful new connection within yourself. Some of you needed to be alone there for a while. It was necessary for you to sort of find yourself, to really grow into the fullness of who you are. I feel that it was very necessary for some of you to really grow into the fullness of who you are. And in order to grow into the fullness of who you are, you needed to get a clear understanding of who you are. Because some of you might have been like, I know this is me, I understand this to be me, but is this really me? So I want to know this, I want to understand this. And so there's some options in love as well. I feel that for many of you, you had a choice to maybe stay in a connection, but you maybe chose to step away. Even if you didn't step away physically, you stepped away in energy. But for some of you, it was sort of like time to split parts there, It was time to maybe head in a different direction, or at least your mind said to you, listen, it might be time to go in a different direction. A healing connection could have also been very painful, very necessary, but very painful, all right? And, pain has got this wonderful ability to heal us sometimes. Obviously, I'm not encouraging anybody to go out there and to look for pain, but it has the wonderful ability to really heal sometimes. Let's see in our current space with this magician, what is this new possibilities in love that is coming about here for you? I feel it so strongly. I feel so strongly that this is a new space for you, new beginnings for you, evening out of energy. So the things that hurt you before, those things have been evened out. You learned the lessons that you needed to learn in love. Could possibly be dealing with an Aries, could possibly be dealing with a Libra. There's also a communicative energy on the board with the magician. So communicative energies, it's that Mercury energy, Virgo, which is obviously also, look at where your Venus placement is, by the way. And if you don't know your placement, there's a link in the description that says free natal chart where you can check it out. But there is that communicative energy, Virgo energy, Gemini energy possibly, but there's an evening out coming in. It almost feels like there's a lot of unfairness that happened towards you in love before, Aquarius, where, you know, sometimes we don't get the lesson initially, and then life speaks really, really hard. Then it feels like life spoke really, really hard, but it's quite a big knock that you took, and it was very difficult to get back from. And that is really bringing about that sense of caution that some of you may be having at the moment, where you might say, you know what, it's better for me to just be on my own. I don't want anybody, or I don't need anybody, or it might be nice, but I'm not going to chase it. A lot of times those are ways of holding yourself back. The guidance card for that went to the floor. I'm just going to get it quickly. And to me, always messages going to the floor is a very powerful message. High Priestess. Source is letting you know that, you know, it's not too late for you. Some of you are getting that feeling that you feel it's too late, that you missed out on your opportunity for love for whatever reason. Some of you are thinking that I might either have to be alone or I might need to settle. You don't have to do either. The universe is letting you know that the only thing that is holding you back from the perfect connection of love that it is that you desire, I would even say require, in order to live the fullest expression of your highest good of who you can be and your fullest happiness, it does require some trust, all right, which might be very hard for you. Let's look at this new multiple possibilities that's coming about here. What is that about? So, multiple possibilities in love, and the universe is really asking you a very profound question. Who is it that you want, or sort of more like, what is it that you want in love? What do you want the experience to be? And even if you're sort of like tripping on a person, you know, the encouragement for you is to like say, you're tripping on one specific person, you really have feelings for them and emotions for them, Aquarius. The universe is saying that you can sort of look and see what is it that you feel for that person, what are the feelings that they bring about, and then, hard as it may be, have the willingness to have that experience that you envision, or an even expanded experience with someone else. It may seem to you like that is not possible, but it's very possible, all right? Let's see what is being released from you going forward and what doors are being opened, because beautiful doors are being opened for you. Somebody's offering you love. Somebody's coming in and offering you their cup of love coming in. All right? So again, you don't have to go look for it. You don't have to go search for it. It's coming to you, but you are simply the one that has to accept it. So you have to get out of your own way and, you know, say, I am willing to have a beautiful experience of love. I'm willing for the universe to send it my way. All right? And then it can beautifully happen in amazing divine timing. All right? Let's see what the oracles has got for you, the keepers of the light. Let's see what they've got for you, beautiful Aquarius. If that was helpful, if you accept it for yourself, go ahead and like the video. Remember to subscribe and hit that all notifications so you know when your weekly readings are coming out. For those of you already supporting my channel, I really, really, really appreciate you. And I love you for that very, very much. And I just love you also just watching the video. You have got El Moria, Awakening Presence. All right? And it says, the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection. The way you wear the cloak of protection is by opening yourself to the idea that just because you open yourself to love doesn't mean that it has to be catastrophic. It can be beautiful. And open yourself to love because it's available here for you right now. All right. So that's what I got for you, beautiful Aquarius. I hope that helps. If you are open to deeper exploration in your love possibilities, you can book a personal reading. The details are in the description. Do check out the link for my step-by-step tarot reading course, as well as the link for my free oracle card reading course. both of them down in the description. From my heart, namaste, love and light. See you next week. Bye.